The classroom buzzes with anticipation as Mr. Roberts, the science teacher, begins his lesson on marine life. Mr. Roberts holds up a large poster featuring a colorful oyster shell, catching the students' eyes immediately. Today, he begins, we're diving into the fascinating world of oysters and their precious pearls. He pauses for a moment, then adds with a smile, but tell me, why don't oysters share their pearls? A student named Emily raises her hand and guesses, because they want to keep them safe? Mr. Roberts chuckles and shakes his head. Not quite, but good try. The real reason is a bit of a joke, he says, his eyes twinkling. They don't share their pearls because they are shellfish, he exclaims, causing the class to erupt in laughter. As the laughter dies down, Mr. Roberts continues, but seriously, oysters and other shellfish are incredible creatures with unique ways of protecting themselves. Pearls are actually a defense mechanism, formed when an irritant gets inside the shell, he explains. The oyster covers the irritant with layers of nacre, eventually creating a beautiful pearl, he elaborates. This process can take several years, making each pearl unique and valuable, he adds with enthusiasm. So, while oysters may be shellfish in our joke, they have an amazing natural process that benefits us as well, he concludes. Now, let's take a closer look at some real pearls and the different types they come in, Mr. Roberts announces, revealing a display case. He carefully picks up a large, lustrous pearl and passes it around for the students to examine. Notice the differences in color and size, he instructs as the pearls make their way around the room. These variations are influenced by factors like the type of oyster and the environment where it's grown, he explains further. Let's talk about the difference between natural and cultured pearls, he says, directing the class's attention to another part of the display. Natural pearls are formed without human intervention, while cultured pearls are created by inserting a tiny bead into the oyster, he states. Cultured pearls allow us to meet demand without depleting natural oyster populations, he notes, emphasizing the environmental benefit. He finishes, it's amazing how humans have found a way to work with nature to create beauty. As the bell rings, Mr. Roberts says, don't forget to review your notes. There will be a quiz next week. The students leave the classroom, chattering excitedly about what they learned as they head to their next class. Mr. Roberts looks out the window and watches as his students disperse across the school grounds, feeling a sense of fulfillment. He turns back to his desk, ready to plan another engaging lesson for tomorrow.